Okay, so picking up our daily time blocked session. I've said to you, you're going to time block those 5 days a week, and the first thing you're going to do in your time block session is get on the phone. You're going to phone through your hot list. You're then going to phone current clients 1 day a week. You're going to then touch base with advocates. If you're doing it every day, it's about 3 or 4 phone calls a day to advocates. And then you're going to get into your circle prospecting, which is to build up your B list. Once you've done that, you're then going to write your handwritten notes. Your advocates get a handwritten note every 12 weeks after every second call. And anybody else that's done something nice for you, just send them a handwritten note to say thank you. So once the handwritten notes are done, the last thing that you need to do in your time block session is organize your newsletter. Now, again, this is probably only going to need to be done 1 day a week. And what that looks like is, okay, you're going to send it on the same day and time every single week. Let's say Wednesday at 9 a.m. But that means you will set up the newsletter on, let's say, the Tuesday. And then you schedule it to go so that it goes exactly at 9 a.m. on the Wednesday. And this is a brilliant way of building up your reputation, of keeping in touch with a large group of people, and building yourself this reputation as the agent of choice, the person in the know, the real estate digital mayor of your area. Okay, so I'm going to talk through now how you draft this email strategically, what needs to be in it, and then we're going to watch some PropCon videos on how you use PropCon to actually send the email. The first video we'll watch is how to do tags so that your newsletter goes to the right people, and then how to set up a reminder for sending your newsletter once a week. So let's watch that video now.
So let's set a good foundation for your weekly email newsletters. The first thing is to set that weekly calendar reminder for yourself to set up your emails, to create them on a Tuesday, for example, if you want them to go out on a Wednesday morning at 9. To do that, go to your main calendar, click on New Appointment, give it a subject, prepare email newsletter, label it as a general appointment reminder for yourself. You might even want to tag it, but it's not really necessary. Recurrence, you want to receive this weekly every Tuesday. Just going to untick Wednesday, and it's going to update. Now, every morning on a Tuesday, I am going to get that reminder to create my newsletters that will be shown step by step. Another tip is to tag your clients who want to receive newsletters with a specific keyword for that. So Mrs. Edwards, she is a B-list client, and she also wants to receive a newsletter. Add a newsletter and save. Maybe all of my advocates has advocate and newsletter as well. If I go to my contacts, perhaps even let's look at maybe some of your sellers want to receive your newsletter. So our seller Megan, if we look under type, we open up her profile and we also add the tag newsletter. There we go. The reason we do that is so that we can very easily filter for one keyword. Now we're back at the screen. We always just reset to default to remove all of the search filters. And now all we have to do is type in the word newsletter. You can use a universal search bar or search under the tags and label column, any one of the two. And now it filtered for 9 people that all have the newsletter tag. I click on bulk and email and send off that newsletter.
Okay, super. So your email is going to look something like this. There's a few options which I'll get into just now. But hi, Mrs. Edwards. Now that's a male merged first name. PropCon will do that. It'll just put everyone's name in there. So we've put Mrs. Edwards as the first name of this person because we don't know her first name, or we want to call her Mrs. Edwards. Hey, Mrs. Edwards. In today's newsletter, I'm sharing 5 ways to prepare your home to sell. When buyers are looking for a new home, you want to do everything you can to show them your property's potential. Helping them picture themselves living in your home not only means that you will receive better offers, but dramatically increase the chances of your home selling quicker. The golden rule is ... and then a link. Read more. Now, so one question we have now is, when they click that link, where does it take them? Where do you host the full article and any pictures or videos or anything you wanted to send them to? Where does that article actually sit? Well, PropCon have got an articles feature where you can create website pages effectively that people can land on, and you can link them into your emails. Okay, we'll show you that in a second. Then you've got a section underneath that, and I'm going to show you what the 3 sections of your email are, which stays the same in every single email that you send out. You never have to change this. It's just the same every time. Recent market activity with a bunch of links, and then the last section is your signature at the bottom, which you're going to link to your digital business card on PropCon. Okay, first point I want to make is that the subject line of your email needs to be the same every time you send it out. Every single week, it goes at the same day, at the same time, and the subject line is always the same. The only thing that changes is the date. It's going to be called Durbanville or Kenilworth or whatever your selling area is, property market update, dash, and then the date. Again, it's important that there's repetition of the subject line so that people begin to recognize it. The more they recognize it and they know it's always a short email, it's high value content, I can unsubscribe anytime I want to, but sometimes I do quite like the articles and I click, sometimes I don't, I just delete it, no problem. It's the recognition that's important, so make sure the subject line is the same, property market update. Okay. Your email has got 3 sections. Now, don't get confused with what I'm about to say. Section 1 is the actual newsletter content for the week. In our case, this week, it's an article on 5 ways to prepare your home to sell. That's the first section. Now, you've actually got a number of options with section 1. The one on the screen here is a text version. It's just a couple of lines and then click here to read more. Text. There are a couple of other options we can use here. I'll get onto that just now. Then section 2, which never changes, is your recent market activity, and that's broken into 2 subsections, what's for sale and recently sold. And all of those links link to Collage landing pages on your PropCon website. One of the things that you can do with PropCon is you can group certain listings. They don't even have to be your own. If you've got permission from other agents, you can just suck their listings in as well. It's fantastic. So you can create a collage landing page of, say, well, let's take this as an example. New release homes in Durbanville. You've got a whole bunch of listings, but 3 of them are new release in Durbanville. Okay, how do you get those 3 on one page? Well, you can create a separate landing page called a collage landing page using PropCon. It's fantastic. So that there's a single link, and that link is then linked into new release homes in your newsletter, or investment opportunities. And maybe you create 3 little niches that you work in. So family homes in Durbanville, investment opportunities in Brackenfell, and student accommodation in Belleville. Maybe those are your 3 kind of niches. So what's for sale in those 3 niches, you'll have 3 links. And recently sold, you could actually have the same 3 links. So what's for sale in those 3 niches and what's recently been sold in those 3 niches. You link those to your collage landing pages. You never have to change that section of your newsletter. It's a template you create, and the template just sticks it in every time. You are changing what you're listing on the landing pages. Behind the scenes, you're taking one property off, you're putting another property on. But these links never have to change.
In this video, I'm going to show you how easy it is to create your own listings landing page. It's a page like this that you can easily share on social media or with your clients in bulk communication. It's basically a page where you can choose the listings you want to bundle together and then share in a professional manner. In this case, we called it Featured Family Homes in Durbanville. We added some information. There are 6 listings where the clients can click through and view more information on the listing. And at the bottom, of course, your digital business card with your testimonials where they can scroll through. So let me show you how you can create your own. We are going to start off on the listings page in your PropCon system. To create a collage, you need to navigate to the grid view. Once you're in the grid view, you can click on New Listing Landing Page. It's basically going to create a collage for you. The system tells you all you need to do is click on the listing. So let's do that. We click on this one and this one. We navigate to the next page. We click on this one and that one, that one, and that one. I'm happy with the selection. Let's continue. On this page, you can see I have 6 listings that's going to feature on this landing page. You can click on the listing if you want to remove it. We're not going to do that. To quickly preview our listing, we're going to click on View. This will open our landing page already populated. Let's hop back to our landing page. We can now add optional headlines and more information about this landing page. Let's call this landing page Featured Family Homes in Durbanville, and we add a small description. Let's formulate this a little bit. We put it in the center and we highlight semi-rural residential suburb. We save. Let's preview our changes again. Now you can see that the headline is on top of your landing page with this extra information. Let's hop back to that screen in PropCon. Now you can see it was already viewed twice. So every time when someone opens that link, it will add 1 to the listing landing page count. You can quickly share it by clicking on the share button. You can copy the link, share it anywhere you like, or you can click on the shortcuts to share it via Facebook, Twitter, email, or WhatsApp. If you wish to delete this landing page, you can click on the gear and choose delete. Let's hop back to all our collages. Here you can see a list of all the collages with their listing count, view count, last viewed, when it was created or modified. Let's hop back to our listings. So when you're back on your listing screen, this is the last thing. If you ever want to find all your listing landing pages again, click on View, Collage Landing Pages, and you're back on this screen. And there you go. That is how easy it is to create a collage of listings.
Hopefully that makes sense. And then your third section of your newsletter is your signature. So regards, Leandre, and if you click that, it takes you to Leandre's digital business card on PropCon. Okay, should I go through that again? Your newsletter's got 3 sections. The actual content for that week, then your recent market activity section, which links through to your collage landing pages, and then your signature, which links through to your digital business card. Now what you're going to do is you're going to create that as a template in PropCon so that every week you don't have to retype that. All you do is you change the content in section 1. Does that make sense? The rest always stays the same. It's wonderful. So your newsletter doesn't actually have to take you a lot of time. Okay, so let's look at each of those sections. Example 1, this is a text-only example of your newsletter content. You could put an image or a video thumbnail in there. We'll get to that. But let's say it's just text, the first couple of lines, and then read more. When they click read more, it's got to take them somewhere. Now, that's what this read more little link links to, because this was actually an email that Leandre generated from PropCon for me. This is exactly how it looks. When I clicked that read more button, it took me to that page. How did she create that page? Using the articles feature on your PropCon profile.
We are super excited to announce the new PropCon articles features section, all included in your current PropCon subscription, so no extra fees.
It's something that a lot of you have been asking for. A lot of agents are looking for a way to share valuable info with their clients, to show them that they know what they are talking about. And using this new feature in PropCon, you will definitely stand out from the crowd.
So when you create these articles, where will it end up? You can obviously showcase your articles on your PropCon brag page or share it with a client. And here is an example how it will look on your brag page. So you can see your recent articles, and when someone click on the article, they will navigate to your article, which is branded with your logo and colors, and they can obviously interact with your article, share it, and obviously see all your information at the bottom.
By the way, this is where you can also share this article online on one of your social media channels. And the other option is to send it in a bulk message to your clients. This fixes one big issue where agents want to send photographs or pictures to clients in WhatsApp without having to attach them one by one.
So this way, if you create an article in PropCon, it will use the first image as the thumbnail. You can then just share the link in WhatsApp, it will create the preview, and you can bulk send it without having to attach an image every time. So how do you create these articles? You go into your PropCon system, and from the side menu under My Profile, you will see a new Articles section. When we click on it, you will land on the article screen, which is a very familiar looking screen. On the screen, you can create a new article, clear your search results, search for certain articles, or use the global search. Let's create a new article for this example.
So you start with adding in the headline for your article. You can either type it in right over here or copy and paste it from your notepad on your computer.
Let's quickly orientate ourselves on the screen. You can navigate back to your articles in the top left. You can see the current status of this article is offline. We first need to fill in a few information or content, and then we can flag this article to go online. You can quickly share and view the article, and if you wish to delete it, you can do it under the gear icon. Then we have the three tabs, the overview, where you can see the title, the unique PropCon ID for this article, the amount of views, how many people has actually read it. What does this mean? This means someone has scrolled all the way to the bottom of your article, and we record that. How many people clicked share it on your article? How many words are there in your article? And then finally, detailed Google Analytics. Next we have the Info tab, and finally the Gallery tab.
So under the Info tab, this is where you add in the body of your article. It can either be a blog post or just a paragraph or two that's relating to the image. What is very awesome is you can bold, italic, change the color of some of the wording, really make this your own, make it stand out. And for today's purposes, I just wrote an article about 5 ways that a seller can help prepare a house for a quick sale and make your job that much easier.
Always remember to save your progress. I just want to add, on the Info tab, you have the Switch Online button and the Featured button. We need to fill in this information before we can toggle it to go online. Now that we've supplied some information, it will go online and it will indicate in green that it's online. What does a featured article mean? A featured article means, let's say you have 20 articles and you always want a specific article to be in front or at the top. I know some platforms call it pin to top, but this will feature this specific article. It will always put it in front.
The ideal is, just like with your testimonials, always have something that draws the attention at the beginning, just to pull in your visitors to be able to scroll through and read more.
Next we have the tags. This is just to almost group or tag your article. You can create anything you want and you can separate it with a comma, so you can say this is news or marketing, and PropCon will remember what you put in here. So next time around you can choose news or marketing or announcement from the list. You can also provide like a YouTube video, and if you do, the video will be pushed to the top. It will be between the headline and your body content. So let's scroll down to the bottom here, and at the end of the info tab you will see the dates. The first one is date loaded, when we actually loaded this article, and then date modified, when was the last time we actually modified this article. Then the other two dates you need to take note of: going online and taking offline. What does it mean? Let's say you write the article on Friday, but this article you only want this article to go online on Sunday. And then you choose the date for Sunday, and only from Sunday that article will go online into your digital business card. Then taking offline. That means, let's say you have an article that is event specific, or it's a competition you're running, or something that you put into this article. You can say this article need to go down in 2 weeks time, so you can actually choose a date for that article to go offline as well.
The online from and the take offline is optional. Mostly it's more if you want to predate an article, or if an article has an expiry date.
Finally, let's upload a few photos to this article. We click on the more options and upload images. Let's move this one into the primary position for this article.
Then next we talked about decluttering, so pull that into the second position. Then we talked about painting, and the last one was your curb appeal. There we go.
Now we've uploaded the photos, we've added all the information for the article. Now we can quickly preview this article online. 5 ways to prepare your home to sell by Leandre. You can see all the content, you can see your tags in action, the photos we just uploaded, where you can click, scroll through the photos, share, quickly share, and you can see your branding at the bottom. Let's close this tab. From this screen you can also quickly share this article on WhatsApp, Facebook, Twitter, or copy to share the link directly.
So you will copy the link if you want to share it in bulk with a specific group of contacts in your system. But if you click on share and you choose WhatsApp or Facebook, it'll share it to one person in WhatsApp, or of course on your social media platforms.
So let's quickly jump back to the brag page. Again, let's refresh this brag page. Now you will see that article here in front, and you can click on it and view it.
And then you copy that link and you hyperlink it back into your email. So that's what you click there where it says read more. That's what you link into the read more section. Now, if you've understood what I've said there, you'll understand this is the only part of your newsletter you need to change every week. The rest stays the same, but this, you create your new content and you link the read more link to the relevant article that you've created on your website. Okay, the second section is your recent market activity. I spoke through that a little earlier. What's for sale in your niche and recently sold in your niche. And each of those, as they click it, is going to take them to your Collage landing pages. And there's a separate video on your PropCon page on how to create collage landing pages. It's very, very powerful to be able to group whatever listings you want onto a single page with a single URL that you can WhatsApp out to clients, or you can put in newsletters like this. Very powerful to be able to group selected listings. And then lastly, your signature at the bottom, which gets linked to your digital business card. Right, that's the anatomy of your email newsletter. Make sense? So now we're going to watch the little video on how to create the template and how you will send this to your now you're not just going to send it to your B list, actually. You will send it to your advocates as well. So you might want to create a second tag or a separate tag called email newsletter. And all your B list are tagged as email newsletter, and all of your advocates are also tagged as email newsletter. So that's the tag you select, and then you send the email out to all of them. Here, Leandre will show us how to do all of that.
Here's an example of the weekly email you can send to your B list with PropCon. Says Durbanville property market update with the date. Hi, Mrs. Edwards. In today's newsletter, I'm sharing 5 ways to prepare your home to sell. It has the first few words of the article, and then Mrs. Edwards can click on read more to see the rest of it. Of course, this is where you want to send people to your own landing page, not to other websites where they can drift off. So here's a beautifully written PropCon-based article with, of course, your branding that will show there. When she looks at recent market activity, there's a section for what's for sale and recently sold. If she clicks on new release homes in Durbanville, it will open up this beautifully designed page with all your new release listings, also everything with your contact details. And the same for investment properties as well as properties that are recently sold. All of them will open up these specific landing pages that you can create in PropCon. Now let's pretend for a second that this email is a cake that you bake, and we first need to have a few ingredients and prepare. The first thing you'd want to do is set that weekly reminder for yourself. And you update. So every week on a Tuesday, as part of your morning reminder, your daily summary, you will get this reminder to set up these emails. These are the steps that you would take. So let's use the article as one of the ingredients. If we go to an article, very easy to create. I'm not going to go in minute details. There's a lot of videos in this system that shows this. But in short, you go to articles, you say you want to create a new article, you give it a heading, you add in some wording, you save. You can then decide you want to make it online and show it on your business card, and you can add an image. Now you can view that article just to make sure that you are happy with what it looks like. And when you click on share, you will get the link that you can add to the email. So there's our one link ready. The other ingredient is those collage landing pages. So also from your listings, that is where you will say you want to create a new collage landing page. It's going to tell you choose your listings that you want to add. Let's choose a second and a third one. Say, yes, I'm happy with my selection. It is a new release collage that I'm creating. And also just down the tabs, you can give it a headline, type in your wording. You can add more information if you want to. Mark it online and save. Your listings are already there. And we're not going to add in more photographs or notes. We are just having a look at our final product. There it is. And now we also have a link to share. So now we've got our article, we've got our collage, maybe you've got a sold collage and investment properties, all of those different collages, you have them all open. Now we are ready to send it to your database. When you get that reminder, come to your contacts, look for all your B-list people. Click on bulk and choose email. Say next. And it opens up this screen for you. It will be easier to load a template for yourself, just under templates. Create a template with all of the hyperlinks to your landing pages. I already created one for myself. This is my basic template. It will always be made out to my clients by name. It says in today's newsletter, what am I going to share? This is the section that I'm going to add in, the new article. But all of these links are already loaded in my template for me that I loaded for myself. So this new release homes, the investment opportunities and family homes are already there. You can always go and edit the current collages to add new listings. So it's very quick for you to send these newsletters. Now I've got my article open. It's right over here. I'm just going to take the first few words of the article to entice people and hyperlink the rest. So stick with me here. I'm going to show you how it's done. First, I'm just going to add in a teaser of the beginning of the sentences. So I say, in today's newsletter, I'm sharing 5 ways to prepare your home to sell. I'm going to highlight that and put it in bold. Then I've got the first few sentences of the article here for them. And then I type in bold letters, read more. And all I do now is highlight this, click on the little links, and fetch the link of the article. There's a link. We put it in our article. We want it to open in a new window, and we say OK. I'm going to remove that space. And there's your newsletter done. All you need to do is scroll down and ask it to deliver on Wednesday at 9. So make sure which day you want and then you choose 9 a.m. because now we're on Tuesday. And you send. And it will queue that to be delivered at 9 o'clock on Wednesday morning to your B list. The following week, Tuesday, you will get the same reminder. All you do is write a new article, add in the first few sentences, tell them to read more, and make sure they stay in your funnel.
Okay, superb. Such a powerful piece of software, this. Now, what I want to do is dig a little deeper into the options you've got available in section 1 of the newsletter. That's your content for the week. Because in the first example that we've been using up until now, it's a text-based version. It's just, in today's newsletter, 5 ways to sell, and then the first 2 lines of the article, and then read more. And that then takes them to the article. But what if you've got an image that you want to use? Because images do get people's attention. So that's example number 2, is to use an image in order to get people to click it. And then that image will be linked to the same article. Use the same link, but you just use an image to do it. So this is what your newsletter could look like. You just have a heading, how to sell your house fast, with a beautiful image. And then below that, if you wanted to, you could also put the text version, the first 2 lines with read more. Okay, so that's option number 2, is put an image at the top of your email. And then option number 3 is to use a video. Now, you can't put a video in an email. Okay, hopefully you knew that. But you can put a thumbnail with like a YouTube play button on it. It's actually just an image, but social convention is, I know that if I click that, it's going to take me to a video now. So you put a video thumbnail in the article, and when they click that, where does it take them to? Because as you're going to see, there is no text here. It's a very quick thing saying, in today's newsletter, I'm sharing 5 ways to share your home. Video. Now, if they want to see the video, what do they? They've got to click it. There's no text below that. And then right below that is the recent market activity, so section 2. Okay, so question, where does this link to? If they click that button in your email, well, you've got two options here. It can either just take them to YouTube, where you've uploaded your 5 ways to prepare your home to sell video, and that goes to YouTube. Or you can, in fact, send it to your article on your PropCon, but you can embed the YouTube video in the article so that when they go to the article page, they actually watch the YouTube video, but they watch it on the page because you've embedded it there. If you don't know how to embed videos, just send them to YouTube. Okay, so that's that. And what in this video, what Leandra is going to do for us is she's going to show us how you can do those other two versions of the newsletter, either just an image or a video thumbnail that gets linked to. So this is kind of next level if you don't want to just use the text version of your content.
It's time to take your newsletters up to a next level. And in this video, I'm going to show you how you can create beautifully designed newsletters like this. It still keeps with our theme of 5 ways to prepare your house to sell. This one has an image in. It has the first few words of the article where it's hyperlinked to the full article online. I also linked in Collage landing pages for new release homes in Durbanville where you can keep the same links there. You can always just add or remove listings from these pages. There's one for investment opportunities and properties that are recently sold. And of course, my digital business card is hyperlinked below. Another example of that is linking a video. This one has a little bit of a different look. You can add the wording or remove the whole section of the article and just link through to a video where if your clients click on that, it will open up a video that you have hyperlinked. I just used one of our videos on our YouTube channel about automated meeting reminders, but just so you can see the end goal of that. So let me show you how easy it is to create this in PropCon. I already filtered for my list of contacts who's going to receive my weekly newsletter. I've chosen the template right over here. You just click on newsletter and it will add in this beautifully designed newsletter template for you. I've added in an email subject. And I think in this example, let's go with the video option. I'm just going to save you some time and type out the body of my email and then continue. There we go. The topic is how to sell your house fast. It will be made out to your client's name. It says in today's newsletter, I'm sharing the 5 ways to prepare your home to sell. And of course, I also added in a subject line pertaining to the area, the property market update, and the date. Now you'll notice I updated this section with my recent market activity, just adding in the hyperlinks to my own Collage landing pages. How do we add in a video? Good question. Look at this open box section here. Put your cursor over there. Click on embed an image. It will ask, is your cursor at the right position? Because that's where the image or video image will be added in. We say yes. It's going to ask you to choose an image. And it will load and add it in for you. And then it will ask, do you want to hyperlink this image? We're going to say yes. I already have my video open on YouTube. I'm just going to copy the link above and paste it in over here and say OK. It will ask, remember to resize your image according to your needs. If you're not sure how to do that, just click on this button and it will show you how. Now there is our image. Just using a simple design tool like Canva, I edited in this play button over here. I just want to resize it a little bit smaller so I can fit my screen size. So just drag and drop. I want it slightly larger than my signature at the bottom. Let's just drag and drop. And of course, you're always going to send a test to yourself first, just to make sure it looks good before you send it to the rest of your database. Maybe you feel like the wording might be overkill, where they don't need to go to the article. They can now just watch the video about this topic. So all I will say is click on the video below to learn the easy steps to sell your house fast. I maybe want to put this in italic. And of course, you've got many controls to change the color, bold, italic, underline. Have a ball with putting together a beautifully designed newsletter. There's the rest of my newsletter below. And of course, I can send a test to myself first, but I want to save it as a template for future use. So if I say save as template, it's going to ask me for a title. And if I click on yes, it will update and create that template. So now just click here to send a test to yourself first and have a look at that email on your computer and on your phone. And if you like what you see, you can schedule delivery. So you can send out at 9 o'clock on the 19th of April, and I say send. It will give you a pop-up. There is a detailed email report with your email history, as well as all the emails that are about to be sent out. So you can click there to view those reports. So yes, you can create the same type of email with just an image and your article written, or have the option for a video that's embedded.
All right, fabulous. Let's just read through the whole strategy one last time. This is my blueprint for generating leads. From Monday to Friday, you are going to time block 2 to 3 hours a day for lead gen and follow-up. And in that time, there's 3 things you do: phone calls, handwritten notes, and prepare your email newsletter. Phone calls. You're going to call through the following 4 groups of people in a disciplined, orderly fashion. First group is you're going to read through your hot list and make contact as appropriate each day. You're just going to read through it, remind yourself, so that you don't lose touch with these hot people. Second group of phone calls, once those are done, is you phone through your current clients, give them feedback on their listing. That you probably do 1 day a week. Once that's done, you touch base with your advocates for the day. If you are being disciplined, it's just 3 or 4 phone calls a day to advocates. At the end of that phone call, oh, by the way, you're asking for a referral. Once that's done, you then get into your circle prospecting, which is your cold calling. And if you're disciplined with that over a period of time, that is what builds up your B list. It builds up your newsletter list, and that thing has got power. Once you've got a few thousand people on your newsletter list, it is so powerful because leads just begin coming into your business just from the weekly email that you send out. It's very powerful. If you want to know more about that, go and check out Ricky Caruth's stuff. He's very strong on that weekly email. Okay, then handwritten notes. We've talked about that. Use them as a tool in your business. And then the last thing you do is you send out your newsletter, and that's what we just went through now. Okay, for those of you who want to set up a PropCon profile, you'll see a link below this video to do that. Because we got cut off and a whole lot of people had load shedding, we are extending the special offer. If you see the register a profile now button below this video, it means that we've kept it still open. You can still do this. If you do that, you're going to get my Successful Real Estate Agent course for free. Okay, I've never done this before, actually given it away for free. But if you register a PropCon account, I'm happy to do that. Then you're going to get a full year's access to the digital business card. And even if you just cancel your PropCon membership and you don't go on to pay for it, PropCon has said they're happy for you to keep the digital business card for the next 12 months, which I think is fantastic. And then 6 weeks free PropCon membership. So if you register today, they're actually going to give you all the way through to the end of May for free, which I also think is fantastic. You're only going to start paying the 230 Rand per month for PropCon, which is a steal. They're going to give that to you for free until June. You only start paying from June. Okay, guys, hopefully that's compelling to you. I hope you've enjoyed the session, and I hope that the PropCon system serves you well. So God bless you, and we'll see you soon.